Published, 8:50 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 17th of March 2018. Updated, 10:31 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 17th of March 2018. Upcoming UFC star Paige VanZant has revealed that the extreme measures she took to cut weight ended up giving her an eating disorder. The 23-year-old American fighter, who has been competing in mixed martial arts for over a decade, recently moved up from strawweight into the flyweight division. Before this move, VanZant was having to meet the 115 pounds limit, which had a detrimental effect to her health and even caused her to faint in her bathroom. UFC star Paige VanZant has revealed cutting weight gave her an eating disorder. "I was having different issues with myself and my body," Paige told the BBC. "I was giving myself an eating disorder to make the weight." Her experiences of trying to make the straw weight limit prompted her move up in weight. "I recently went up to the flyweight division, which is 10 pounds (4.5 kilograms) heavier, which is a huge difference," she said. Weight cutting before a bout has become seriously controversial, with fighters suffering serious consequences from it. VanZant suffered consequences to her health when she fought in the strawweight division. VanZant said she recently saw firsthand the dangers that fighters who drastically cut their weight can expose themselves to. "I was at a fight where a fellow UFC fighter, Uriah Hall, was cutting weight and he pushed himself just to the brink of death. He had kidney failure and started seizing in the hallway right in front of me. It's because of that I'm like, I can't do this anymore." It has been something the UFC has had to address. Welterweight Jack Marshman was only just pulled from making his debut this weekend due to weight-cutting complications. The 23-year-old has since moved up to the flyweight division, which is 10 pounds (4.5 kilograms) heavier. UFC President Dana White is working hard to combat the issue but has already ruled out introducing more weight divisions, as it could lead to even bigger cuts by fighters. VanZant says the UFC is still trying to implement new rules to help reduce the risks of serious weight loss, but that the final decision is ultimately made by the fighters. "It's our decision to cut weight. It's our decision to fight at those lower weight classes." The 23-year-old, who has won 7 of her 11 professional fights, injured her hand in her last bout, which required an operation. VanZant said seeing Uriah Hall push himself to the brink of the death prompted the move. Despite this, VanZant is itching to get back into the octagon and is aiming to make her return in 6 months' time at a weight she is comfortable at. "In my last fight I broke my arm pretty bad and had to go and have a titanium plate and 7 screws put in my forearm. I have broken my nose in one of my fights and got cut open pretty bad. It's just something you accept as a part of it. The biggest concern for me is just getting the injury healed as soon as possible, so I can start training again." She injured her arm in her last fight, but is itching to return at a weight she is comfortable at.